Chief Forecaster David Alford, long time no see. It's been quite some time since we've last done a formal stream, and we are on the network this afternoon to go ahead and deliver a formal stream. Hello everybody, I'm Chief Forecaster David Alford with Storm. If you've been aware, if you've been watching our videos, we've been talking about, hey, we're coming back soon. I've been working on my setup and studio, and I got things working better than ever. That I've ever had before. So today's stream I hope it's going to work out perfectly fine. Fingers crossed it does, right? So far so good, and that's awesome news. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything like that, feel free to comment down below. If you want to say hi, feel free to do so. I'm going to check my microphone real quick. That I've ever had before. So today I just realized my microphone is not caught up with my camera, which is interesting. So we're going to go ahead and drop that to 130. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into your forecast, shall we? So here's what we got. I know the lighting is still a little bit wonky. It's going to continue to be like that on the side, but everything else should be perfectly fine. All right, so, we're just going to jump right into things. We just had a little miniature talk, and we'll talk more after this. And if y'all have anything else you want to talk about, y'all can do so. I'm going to turn off this little magic cursor so it's not kind of in the way of our forecast today. We got Kristen Brown joining us in the chat saying hello to me, hello to you, and hello to everybody else joining us. What I might do is I think I might lower the camera a little bit more because, hey, it's my first time saying that I may need to lower the camera. I've always said that I've needed to make it higher, and now I'm saying I need to lower it. We actually have a higher green screen now. The green screen goes all the way up here where my hand doesn't even show because it's a bigger green screen now. So yeah, I look a little bit smaller, I know. But we're still doing some adjustments, still a lot of changes and everything. And of course, if you do enjoy it, let me know. I'm going to test out my microphone real quick to make sure it's working on my phone. And then we'll go ahead and get along with your forecast today here in Austin. Show, because it's a bigger green screen now. So yeah, I look a little bit smaller, I know. But does my microphone seem delayed to y'all? I think my microphone is delayed with me talking. I'm going to restart my YouTube real quick on my phone. And we're going to see if it is. Alright, let's go ahead and check. Alright. Start my YouTube real quick on my... Okay, I think it works fine. I don't know, there might be a little bit of delayedness. If there's a delay and y'all notice, let me know. Y'all usually tell me if there's a problem or not when you watch the stream. So let me know if there is. Alright, so, howdy everybody. Chief Forecaster David Alford here. Hope your guys' day is going pretty well so far on this lovely Saturday. We got some things to talk about weather-wise, and I'm lying, there's nothing to talk about. But we're just going to talk about what I have weather-wise and all the details you need to know. So here's your weather headlines across Central Texas. So ACL Weekend 1 is happening this weekend, happening right now here in the capital city. And right now it's very dry, it's warm, and it's mostly sunny out there. As we get into early next week, though, we're tracking small 10% rain chances 3 days in a row. And in middle to late week, temperatures warm up and rain chances are gone out of our area. For our Saturday right now, there's no precipitation, no rain, no nothing on the radar today. As we take a look at your forecast today in Austin, we're going a high of 93 with mostly sunny skies with those easterly winds at about 5 miles per hour. We have a Longhorns game underway today at 2:30 p.m. is when kickoff will occur. This will be in Tallahassee, Florida. So kickoff would be around the mid-80s, and that will be the same story going through halftime and eventually towards the end of fourth quarter. But there could be some storms interrupting the game potentially for the Longhorns game later today. So around halftime, around third or fourth quarter, there could be some storms that we'll be having to dodge. So we'll see how that goes. But this evening, back in Central Texas, it's going to be at 87 at 7 p.m. By 9 p.m., we're going to be into the 82-degree range. And then by 11 p.m., holding on the clear skies, and we're in the upper 70s. So your forecast tonight in the capital city, a low of 69, mostly clear conditions with those southeast winds at about 3 miles per hour. High temperature trend next 5 days at 93 Sunday, Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, 92, then going roughly quickly down to a 91 Thursday, and that's what we have for right now. What about rain chances? Some days a big old goose egg, but Monday through Wednesday, we're introducing the potential chance for a small 10% shower chance 3 days in a row. Not everybody will see rain, but some of us might. In the capital city, we've seen 26 days without any measurable rain. Hopefully, we can see a drop of precip one of these days, Monday through Wednesday, but the odds of it are very low at a 10%. By Thursday, rain chances go back down to a 0% chance. And we're under a drought. Last time we talked, we had no droughts, and now we have a drought. In just a month to 2 months, a drought has returned. This is what you would call a flash drought. This is where you see worsening conditions and no rain and heat for a short period of time, and a drought comes back rather quick, and it flashes, and the time pace of speed, and that's what we have right now. So pretty much in the I-35 corridor and further south through the I-35 corridor goes from being moderate to severe droughts to extreme to exceptional droughts. So pretty severity, bad drought levels in our area across central Texas. Of course, west of I-35 towards the hill country, I know it looks crunchy, I know it looks dead out there, but things are a little bit different according to the drought monitor's criteria on how they categorize things. But out towards like Kerrville and Fredericksburg and Mason and Junction, right now no drought for us, and we all know why. There's not really a drought just yet. We recently saw a lot of rain over July. So that's why we're not under a drought as of right now. But most areas that did see some pretty good rain, like western sections of Travis County, Burnett, and even Williamson counties, we're not under a drought, but that yellow you see is a pre-curvature of becoming into droughts. So now your forecast next 7 days showing you just warm and hot temperatures, low 90s next 7 with a mixture of clouds and sun, very small storm chances Monday through Wednesday, and it's just a boring forecast with nothing to talk about in our area. And do we have any signs of changes? Well, 6 to 10 days out from now, the Prediction Center is saying we're going to be drier than normal, which is going to be continuing to be the moral of the story. And they're also saying that we're going to be warmer than average across the entire viewing area as well. So not a whole lot of signs or changes ahead of a cool down or any meaningful rain chances to central Texas. Even though we desperately need it, I don't have much to talk about. And of course, we'll continue to watch all this closely in our area. So that's what I got with your forecast right now. If you're just joining us and you missed the entire forecast, don't worry, I will redo it. We'll do another rerun of your forecast. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything like that, feel free to comment down below right now. Want to say hi, feel free to do so. We will go ahead and do your full forecast another time after this quick little break here on the Storm TV Network YouTube channel. I'm Chief Forecaster David Alford. We'll be right back with more. Before we go, we'll leave you guys off with a live look in downtown Austin at the Austin Skyline camera, brought to you by either it'll be KXAN or it will be WeatherStem, one of the two. So we'll see you right after this quick little break. Welcome back over to the stream. I'm Chief Forecaster David Alford. We're doing a little bit of a traffic update. We're tracking some moderate traffic concerns right now across the frontage roads right now in downtown Austin. You can see a slowdown where you see the yellows and oranges at right now. As we go and zoom it out, give you a bigger picture, you can see that's on the other side of the highway towards Mopac Expressway. No major problems as of right now once you're going on the west side of downtown Austin. Going up northbound, closer towards North Austin, as of right now, no delays, no wrecks, or anything like that as of now. We'll continue to monitor and keep you up to date with this in the traffic center. Now, your full forecast begins right now. Back everybody, I'm Chief Forecaster David Alford. Here's another recap of your full forecast this afternoon, and we're tracking some, well, it's warm out there, and it's also pretty sunny out there. It's very dry too across central Texas on this ACL weekend 1. We're also tracking some small rain chances for parts of early next week, only 10%, and then by the middle to late week, we got some warmer temperatures ahead, and rain chances are diminished. So let's go ahead and take a look at the radar for you, shall we, this afternoon. You can see there's nothing on the board. It's quiet, it's dry, it's nothing. I showed you some live cameras before we went to a little break, and you all saw some of them cumulus clouds, or fair clouds, and hey, that was about it this afternoon so far. All right, today's forecast in Austin, high of 93, mostly sunny with those easterly winds at 5 miles per hour. As we take a look at the Longhorns versus Gators game in Tallahassee, Florida, which kickoffs at 2:30, we're going to be in the 80s, so very nice weather over there in Florida. And there's going to be some storm chances that the Longhorns and Tallahassee will have to be dodging around. I watched and read an article about the Longhorns that they've actually practiced catching wet footballs. So they have the footballs wet and they act like it's raining because the footballs are wet, and they catch it on a normal sunny day with their gloves. So the Longhorns have been practicing for some wet footballs. So in case the Gators versus Horns have to play in the rain, if there's no lightning, at least some of them have experience of catching a football while it's wet. So we'll see how that goes with today's game if it does rain. But of course, if there's lightning and if there's thunder, that will delay the game, and obviously there won't be any football. But we'll see how that occurs. But of course, go Horns. This evening, we're going to be in the 80s across central Texas. So 87 at 7 p.m., 82 at 9, and then at 11 o'clock tonight, we should be around 78 degrees with clear skies. Tonight's forecast in Austin, a low of 69 with mostly clear conditions with those southeast winds at 3 miles per hour. Your high temperature trend forecast next 5 days in Austin, 93 Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday down to 92, and then just about 2 degrees cooler from we started the week down to 91 on Thursday. What about rain chances? I barely have any. Monday through Wednesday, showing you a small 10% rain chance. If you were to look at a future track model, it would pop up just a few isolated blips of green. So not everybody will see rain, but hopefully Austin does at Camp Mabry, because we have not seen rain in over 26 days. So now as we go to take a look at your drought update here, the yellow you see is abnormally dry, so you are in a precursor drought, but you're not in it yet. When you see this color, that kind of that brownish color, that's a moderate color. That orange you see here, that is a severe drought. Red is extreme, and dark red is exceptional. And we have moderate to severe drought all over the I-35 corridor and areas off towards the east. And further south you go towards Bexar County and San Antonio, we're tracking an extreme drought, and unfortunately an exceptional drought for Divine area out there south of Hondo. That's a flash drought. That's what we're dealing with across our area. And we need more rain, and I don't have much in the next extended 7. And you can see very small 10% rain chances Monday through Wednesday, high temperatures in the 90s, and temperatures in the mornings are also going to be warming up. You're probably familiar with the 60s that we were waking up the last week to 2 weeks. Now we're going to start waking up in the 70s in the capital city, briefly in the upper 60s Thursday, Friday, but then we should be back into the 70s by the mornings. for the other part of next week. So yeah, this forecast is just a sad forecast. It's boring. There's nothing to talk about. Not a lot to mention about. And this is your 7-day forecast. You may be thinking, maybe asking, all right, so this is the 7-day forecast. What about 6 to 10 days from now? What does that look like? Well, precipitation, it's going to be bone dry, still looking pretty dry out there. And temperatures, when you see a dark pink shaded color or dark red, that means we're going to be warmer than average. So 6 to 10 days from now, you think it's hot and warm right now, it could be another 2 to 3 degrees warmer from where we're at right now. 6 to 10 days from now, and less opportunities for those small 10% storm chances, which is not good signs because we need more rain to happen here in Central Texas. So back to the 7-day forecast. As you can see, very isolated chances on Monday through Wednesday. ACL weekend 2, looking pretty great for right now. So far, no rain chances, but still pretty toasty and warm in our neck of the woods. All right, so we're going to go ahead and check an update real quick. I believe we have an air quality concern that I forgot to mention. So I'm going to check this out real quick just to double check. So we're going to go to the National Weather Service website, which is weather.gov. And let's see if we have any alerts. Okay, we don't. Okay, that's good news. So air quality concerns are gone across the area. Last couple days, we had some air quality alerts for Austin through San Antonio. San Antonio was issued in one. They let Austin's air quality alert go away yesterday, but San Antonio was under one, and now San Antonio is no longer under an air quality alert, which is fantastic news. So just double checking, making sure we are air quality free and not having any bad concerns across the area. So yeah, that's what we got. All right, let's take a look at radar. It's pretty quiet across South Central Texas. There's nothing much to talk about. As mentioned, it's just same old yawn weather. Anything out towards the coast? Nothing. And you may be thinking, maybe asking, all right, what's going on? Why is there no rain? We actually got a ridge of high pressure underway right now out in Texas, here in Texas. And there's also a low pressure system closer towards Louisiana, I believe, and that's actually brought us some small storm chances the last couple days, and now there's no more storm chances. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at that traffic update for you right now. So if you're going on Mopac, conditions look okay for right now. Looks like there's some yellow popping up, so a little bit of a slowdown underway right now. But once you go towards the west side of Austin, downtown, towards the river here, you can see that it's green, so no stop and go right now, just perfect conditions. Now on the other lane here, this is the express lane. There's tons of problems. Of course, a lot of people trying to turn off the express lane, and right now things are pretty active right now. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and move this over here. This is closer to downtown Austin, so there's the state capitol over here. So yeah, look at this, tons of closures, tons of reports of probably some wrecks out there, some traffic zones that we're getting notified of, just a whole lot occurring right now just south of downtown Austin. So downtown Austin's right here. Here's a little creek, the river right here in Austin. And of course we got the two major roadways right now. And right now, looks like the worst one will be on the the Mopac Road is going to be the worst right now, where we have tons of reports of incidents, and then on towards the express lane. It's mainly just a whole lot of cars on this Saturday, and there's a lot of stop and go traffic on your way. As of right now, no reports of wrecks or anything like that on on the express lane this afternoon or on I-35. So that's what we got with traffic. That's what I got with that. So let's go ahead and take a look out there at some cameras across Central Texas, or South Central Texas, I should say. Here's a look out there in San Antonio, where things are pretty cumulus out there skywise with the cumulus clouds, but great shot out there in downtown San Antonio. Here is a live look at the Austin skyline, brought to you by KXAN. This is the West Campus camera at KXAN Studios. And there are some little tiny fair clouds, little tiny cumulus clouds trying to blossom up. Here is our WM Vision camera. This is a zoomed out version of the Austin Skyline cam, and you can see it's also pretty clear out there in the distance, and just a few fair clouds out there right now. And our South Austin camera here showing you guys conditions from South Austin are also showing some cumulus clouds right now. The Kalahari Resorts camera in Round Rock showing you guys pretty clear conditions as well, with some cumulus clouds in the distance. Here is our Round Rock camera, which is not working right now. Here is another camera brought to you by KXCN. This is in Georgetown. This is I-35, and you can see some cumulus clouds out there this afternoon, but nothing too bad right now. And then over towards Bee Cave, also brought to you by KXAN, just a few cumulus clouds out there in Travis County. And that's about it. Here's Santa Rita Ranch, where you can see we got some cumulus clouds as well. So yeah, y'all get it. The moral story, cumulus clouds. I'm just going to show, guys, so if you're familiar, we have never had this much cameras before. It's pretty much the whole moral of the story of me showing you guys this. We have a lot more cameras, more than normal. Here's another live look, Santa Rita Ranch. Here's a new camera, Horseshoe Bay, also from KXStan, showing you cumulus clouds. Here's another camera, Lake Travis. Yeah, we got a lake camera now. We actually have 2 Lake Travis cameras now, but this camera is my favorite, brought to you by KXAN. Here's Pflugerville. Here is Dallas. We got DFW airport cameras. We also got Houston. I mean, we have a lot of new things camera-wise that I did mention about. All right, so yeah, that's the moral of the story. David, thank you for sharing your weekend with us so we can stay weather aware. Of course, thank you very much. What are your predictions for what kind of winter weather we might see December through February? For Central Texas, prospectively at least, if we continue the pattern with where we're at right now, where it's still hot, we're at high pressure, and we see barely any rain, which is expected to be the outlook for the fall and winter, according to the CPC, Climate Prediction Center. Now, the Farmer's Almanac, on the other hand, is saying that we're going to be wetter and cooler than average. So there is some disagreements with both two kind of most trusted sources. I'm in the middle right now, where I think it could be above average and it could be below average temperatures and precipitation wise in Central Texas, and that's kind of where we've been at all year long in Central Texas so far this year. So I'm just kind of in the middle with all of that. Now across the United States, the Rocky Mountains are already seeing snow, which is insane. I know it's October, so it's pretty typical, I think, to see snow in the Rocky Mountains. But Rocky Mountains seeing some snow. Out towards New England, they're seeing some heat. Chicago, the Windy City, also seeing the heat. It's going to be near 90 degrees today in October in Chicago, which is crazy. And then 80s will be happening on Sunday and Monday. And then, hey, Chicago, you're back in the 60s on Tuesday, which is wild. So there's a bit of a national update there. By the way, guys, we may do some national forecasts added to the local forecast. Hey, oh wow, we have David Poplin that just donated $20 to the stream. Wow. Thank you very much, David. Appreciate you very much, as you know. And that's incredible. So yeah, thank you very much, David. And Kristen Brown saying, great job as always too. Thank y'all to the both of y'all for tuning in. I know I got off the air, took a break from streaming and making content for almost a month. Sorry about that, guys. If y'all watched my videos a couple days ago, I talked about why I did, but yeah. Yeah, David, thank you very much. Yeah, that's what we have for right now. So everything y'all see right now, this is pretty much my final work with everything right now with graphics and cameras. I don't plan to change or do anything else more. We may add some more cameras to the camera lineup that we have, but the graphics, I think they're finally good and polished how we want them to be. I just got to make a few more graphics for like winter weather and severe weather and tropics and stuff like that, but just like the basic graphics, those are completely completed and done and made for. Cameras, as mentioned, there's some more I still got to do. I'm still working on my setup studio still. I mean, it's perfectly fine now. I know it's a little bit glitchy still on the side, and the lighting is better, but I still got to do some more tweaks and adjustments to it. Here soon, my camera is right there. I'm probably going to actually lower my camera. If y'all remember, I've been always saying I need to make my camera higher. Now I need to make it lower because now I'm too high. I made my green screen much higher now, so it needs to be a little bit lower, I think, as, you know. My head actually fits in the frame finally. It used to not. So, yeah. And I'm also here soon probably going to be purchasing a new monitor or some sort of TV screen or something where my camera is at. I'm going to put it right behind my camera because the camera is up here. My monitors and me sharing my screen and showing the forecast are right here. So when I'm talking about the weather, I'm looking right here. I'm not looking at the camera, and I need to look more at the camera. That's my problem. I gotta look more at the camera. I can't be looking down here. And I before I do my forecast, I try to memorize what the forecast graphics are, and I talk about them, but sometimes they change, and sometimes there's a lot happening. It's hard to remember things all at once. So here soon, I'm going to try to get a new monitor or TV screen right behind my camera, and I can actually watch myself do the forecast live up there as well when we're using the green screen. So I think that's a good investment. What do y'all think? Adding a third monitor up there. I have a little tray, or I have like a wall. I don't know how to say it. It's like a cabinet kind of. It's a long cabinet kind of. A little table, I guess. And this is where I put all my stuff up there. So I could probably put a TV screen up there. We'll see. Probably like an 18-inch TV. Nothing too big. But we'll see. It's a good investment, I think. I think I'll do it. All right, today's stream was about 30 minutes long, which is wild. It's been quite some time. But yeah, guys. Anything else to talk about? There's not much. Weather-wise, there's not much to talk about. If y'all want to talk about anything else, y'all may ask the questions. I'm the answerer usually. So, yeah. Trying to think. Anything else to talk about? All right. Again, weather-wise, there's nothing. If y'all been, make sure y'all check out my YouTube Shorts. I'm posting more on YouTube Shorts now because a lot of y'all, like hundreds of y'all, tune into my YouTube Shorts now instead of like videos or streams. So we do YouTube Shorts now. My YouTube Short recently, one of my YouTube Shorts got over 700 views. So we're gonna start doing some more YouTube Shorts, I think. So. And I've been saying this ever since October 1st. Every single day I'm going to be uploading YouTube Short until the end of the month talking about your forecast. And I've done 3 in a row so far. By the way, I do shout-outs too, so make sure y'all comment on a YouTube Short that I make so you can get shouted out in my next video. And I've already shouted out a few people, like I think I've shouted out like Lisa before. I've shouted out Brian before. I shouted out my girlfriend before. I shouted out a few people already, and my friend Josh. So, hey, they technically just got another shout out, technically. But yeah, if you want to get shout outs and stuff, make sure all you gotta do is just comment. It's pretty easy. Just comment on the stream, or not the stream, comment on YouTube Short, or comment on any video that I do after the stream and before I make the video, then you can be in the YouTube Short. I need severe weather. I know, me too. You're kind of dealing with the same situation for me, where you're kind of dealing with the same stuff. It's boring weather, it's hot, kind of, and it's not fun weather. It's just not fun at all. I know. So, hopefully we get some fun weather here soon because I'm bored. I mean, okay, I personally don't mind us not seeing much weather. I just want it to be cooler. That's all I ask for. When it's just hot and there's no rain or nothing, you just don't like the weather. But if it was like nice and cool, like 70s, and there's no rain for quite some time, I'm okay with that because at least it's cool. That's all I care about. But I love cooler temperatures. I hate 90s, and I'm just 90s back to back to back to back. It's just not my cup of tea at all. So it's just the moral of the story here, and it has been for the last couple of months here in Central Texas, and that's why we are under a drought again. We were doing so good in July, rain-wise. drought-wise. And now we are not. So yeah, not fun at all. Alright, I think we're going to end it off here. I know it's been a while since the last time I streamed. Not a lot of y'all have been tuning into my streams anymore. It's probably why. Since less people have been tuning in, and since there's like no weather to talk about, I've been less motivated to do streams and stuff. And yeah, so there could be another period in time here soon where I don't upload for a while because there's no weather to talk about. There could be another period where I do that again because why would I talk about something and get 14 views on for just nothing? Weather-wise happening, so I just, if it makes sense, I don't want to waste my time just talking about nothing the whole time. So that's probably what will be happening. I may enter another period where I'm just quiet, but I will still do YouTube Shorts. But this is just kind of an opener stream. This was also kind of a test stream too. Just wanted to test out everything, and everything was successful. Everything works fine. It's very, very good news. It's fabulous. So yeah. Alright, so yeah guys, that's what I got. I appreciate y'all watching and tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We will talk to y'all later here on the Storm channel. And yeah, that's what I got. You guys take care. God bless. Have a great weekend.